We are interested in restoring fish habitat and water quality functions in streams that will provide a benefit to the public.
From a fish standpoint, the goals for this project were to increase the amount of spawning habitat and rearing habitat for Upper Willamette River steelhead, as well as Pacific lamprey and coho salmon.
Pedee Creek is a really beautiful stream. It has lots of riffles and little waterfalls. It has clean water, cold clean water.
South Fork Pedee Creek was a priority area to implement a restoration project because it was identified as providing prime habitat for native fish, but that enhancements would really pay off and be able to optimize that habitat.
When we first started planning this project back in 2017 and 2018, we surveyed the stream and there was really little to no large wood in the stream channel.
We walked up this entire length looking at the habitat. This creek had a lot of bedrock, a lot of boulders, and large cobble. That substrate isn't conducive for fish spawning.
For this particular project, putting wood in the stream creates channel roughness. So it reduces the water velocities that are coming down the channel, and it encourages smaller gravels and cobbles to be deposited, reducing stream temperature.
Down here you see that there's finer sediment. There's gravel just upstream of that log. You can see the cobbles that were there that are starting to become buried.
We also want people to be aware of that it takes a big team of businesses to implement projects like this in terms of both the bridge construction and the log placement. We had somewhere between 5 and 8 small family businesses working on this project at various times, from the crane truck that brought the bridge beams in to the engineering consultants and the rock truck drivers. It took a lot of people to make sure that we could successfully implement this project. As I sit here today and look at the stream, I'm really amazed that we can collect as many gravels as we can in quick order after these projects are implemented. That's a beautiful thing about working in the woods and being able to walk through these streams, is the clarity of the water and knowing that it's providing great habitat for fish and aquatic species.
So for the last piece of this restoration project, the replacement of the upper culvert, we knew the change would be dramatic. So we added time-lapse cameras to document construction, taking photos every hour during construction. And then after construction was done, we added a second camera pointed upstream to document the change in the creek as the rain started and we knew material would start moving with heavy rainfall. In the photographs, we had our first hard rainfall in early November of 2022, and you can see almost instantaneous change during that heavy rainfall event. The original culvert was very undersized, and it was incredibly perched, so no fish could make that jump, and the road that was holding that culvert was trapping material behind it. The new culvert is now over 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, and about 8 feet tall. This project has been successful because of the changes we've seen in the creek since it was implemented. There were no gravels, no cobbles, none of these big rock materials that you see today. The other thing, before the project, upstream of the culvert, the water was forced underground. This area would run dry. I'm so excited to see South Fork Pedee Creek today.
As a timberland owner, Forest Forever is proud to have been a partner in the important project to improve fish habitat on the South Fork of the Pedee Creek.
This project could not have happened without the partnership and support of all the landowners and contributors to the project, and we are so grateful. This project was also funded with grant funding from the Oregon Watershed Enhancement Board.
We love working with the Lucky Mute Watershed Council. We've been working with them for over 2 decades. They bring interesting projects to us that complement our own.
Manulife Investment Management was glad to be involved in the South Fork Pedee Culvert Enhancement Project. I've watched this site for over 20 years and have unplugged this culvert many times.
The BLM is extremely grateful for the opportunity to collaborate with multiple partners in restoring fish habitat.